we will discuss the last part of the fats and oils, which is the analytical constitution. You know very well the fats and oil consist of triglyceride, triester and fatty acid, that is the long chain carbohydrates. Now going to the part analytical constitution. Why we perform the analytical constitution? What is the need of analytical constitution? Because it's the check the purity of the fats and oils. How we describe in every point that is various analytical constant, that is the acid value, saponification value, ester value, iodine value, acetyl value, and iron. Now coming to the first, that is the acid value. Acid value, it is described as the number of milligram of potassium hydroxide required to neutralize free acids in 1 gram fats and oils. এর মানে কি না আমাকে কোন ফ্যাটস এন্ড অয়েলস এ কে নরমালি তোমরা জানো ফ্যাটস এন্ড অয়েলস আন্ডারগোইং দ্য র্যান্সিডিফিকেশন প্রসেস। সো এটি র্যান্সিডিতে প্রয়াস হয় এখানে কিছু ফ্রি অ্যাসিড ইনটা স্পেশালি হাইড্রোলাইটিক র্যান্সিডিফিকেশনে কিছু ফ্রি অ্যাসিড তৈরি হয় সমস্ত। তো ফ্রি অ্যাসিডকে ডিটারমাইন করা হয় অ্যাসিড ভ্যালু। তো এটি ডেসক্রাইব করে আমার ফ্রি অ্যাসিড যেটা তৈরি হয় ফ্রম দা ফ্যাটস এন্ড অয়েল র্যান্সিডিফিকেশনে, ওই ফ্রি অ্যাসিডটাকে নিউট্রালাইজ করতে যতটা পরিমাণে KOH দরকার হয়, যত মিলিগ্রাম, নাম্বার অফ মিলিগ্রাম অফ KOH আর 1 gram ফ্যাটে, that is known as the acid value. So you clear that acid value is the indicates the presence of the free acid in fats and oil or triglycerides. Now go to the principle involved in the determination of the acid value. What is principle? Take some quantity of fats oil like castor oil, তোমাদের প্র্যাকটিক্যালি যেটা আছে পরবর্তী ক্ষেত্রে, এবং ইথানল ইথার মিক্সচার equimolecular means like 20 ml ether and 20 ml ethanol, equimolecular mixture dissolve করার পর ওটা টাইট্রেশন করা হয় KOH এবং যে ফ্যাটসে যে র্যান্সিডিফিকেশনের জন্য যতটা ফ্রি অ্যাসিড আছে ওটা নিউট্রালাইজ করতে যতটা পরিমাণে KOH লাগে টাইট্রেশনের মাধ্যমে তার অনুযায়ী অ্যাসিড ভ্যালু নির্ণয় করা হয়। তো that is the formula of the acid value. Volume of the KOH required to neutralize the free acid present in the fats and oils plus into multiplication normality of the n equal to normality of the KOH solution. Yeah, normality of the KOH solution into 56.1 divided by weight of the sample. Now normally for the titration we use in practically, that is the normality which is 0.1 normal. Here that for the titration we use 0.1 normal in. Then the equation going to the volume of KOH into 0.1, and that is the 0.1 means 5.61 divided by, that is the equation of the acid. What is the now going to the significance of the acid value? And acid value, the significant acid value measures the degree of the hydrolytic activity, hydrolytic density or acidification. তাহলে আমরা ভালো ডিসকাস করে দিয়েছি যে অ্যাসিডিফিকেশন হাইড্রোলাইটিক অ্যাসিডিফিকেশনের জন্য যে ফ্রি অ্যাসিড ফ্রি ফ্যাটি অ্যাসিড তৈরি হয় সেটা নিউট্রালাইজ করার জন্য যতটা পরিমাণ মিলিগ্রাম অফ KOH দরকার হয় তাকে অ্যাসিড বলা হয়। It is the proportional to the high acid value indicates that the fats and oils are unsafe for human consumption. এর মানে এর হাই অ্যাসিড ভ্যালু যে সমস্ত ফ্যাটস এন্ড অয়েলস এর অ্যাসিড ভ্যালু হাই, সেটার মানে হচ্ছে সেটি ডিগ্রেড হয়ে গেছে or maximum amount degrade হয়ে গেছে, that's why their acid value is high, and that is the unsafe for the human use. Now going to the second, that is the saponification value. Now going to the second part of the analytical constants, that is the saponification value. You know very well that saponification is the hydrolysis process where soap formation is formed, already discussed in previous classes. And what is the definition of the saponification value? Number of, it is described as the number of milligram of KO is required to saponify 1 gram of fats and oils. It means that is the obtained from complete hydrolysis of the fats and oils. So that you can say that when I taken 1 gram fats and oils, it should be must treated with sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide for the soap formation or for the fully saponification, and then we will perform the saponification. So that it is the, so that we perform direct, know that you will know very well that for the complete or process the for the forward the reaction need 3 mole of the sodium hydroxide, because one triglyceride contains 3 molecules of the fatty acid in the extract. So that 3 into 56, and that is the saponification number 168,000 divided by molecular weight of the fat. Now going to the principle involved in the determination. First taken fats and oil, then reflux with the excess KOH. What is the reason behind reflux with the excess KOH? Because it's the completely for the obtain the product after the completely hydrolysis, and it's after react with the excess KOH, that is the 0.5 normal excess KOH. It's the titrate HCl, that is the titrate with the HCl solution, that is also the 0.5 normal HCl solution. Now in the practical saponification number is equal to 56, that is the molecular weight of the KOH, and here we use KOH instead of NOH, and micron, that is the means the normality of the HCl, and A by B, that is the reading difference between blank titration and titrate with the sample, and that is the weight of the W is equal to weight of the fats or oils taken, and that is the saponification number. Now going to the significance of the saponification number. Saponification number is inversely proportional to the molecular weight, so that we can consider we can identify the fats and oils, or we can understand the fats and oils molecular weight, like that lower the saponification value is a higher amount of the fats and oil, or higher molecular weight of the fats and oil. But like it is used, saponification number also used for the identification, because all fats and oils having the separate number of the separate saponification number. Here you can see that human fats contain saponification value or saponification number between the range of 195 to 200, butter 230 to 240, coconut oil 250 to 260. That is the all saponification value. And next, that is the ester value. Now going to the another analytical constant, that is the ester value. It it describes the number of milligram of potassium hydroxide react with the ester in the 1 gram of fat sample. And if you see the formula of the ester value, and you clearly understand that ester value is equal to saponification value and the acid value. You know saponification value is the value after the complete hydrolysis of the treated of purely after the complete hydrolysis of the fat samples. And acid value it is due to the form of the free fatty acid due to the acidification or hydrolonic acidity. So that is the acid value is equal to difference between the complete hydrolysis minus acidic hydrolysis, and that is the saponification value minus acid value. That is the equation of the ester. And what is the signification of the ester value? It is the hydroxyl group. Let's give about the idea about the hydroxyl group. How quantity hydroxyl group present in the fats and oils. And third, that is the we already described acid value, saponification value, ester value, and another next is the iodine value. What is the iodine value? Number of gram iodine. It is described as the number of gram iodine absorbed by 100 gram cadmium. You have to remember that acid value, saponification value, ester value, that is the number of milligram of purines. But iodine value, number of gram of iodine absorbed by the 100 gram fat oil. And it is the iodine when fats and oils reacts with the iodine, and we discuss after some times the principle involved in the determination process. When iodine react with the fats and oil, it is added in the unsaturated part of the fat sample. That is the carbon-carbon double. So you can say like that iodine. So you can say that iodine value indicates the degree of unsaturation of fat samples. And now going to the principle involving determination of iodine value. So, what is the principle involved in the determination of the iodine value? First, we taken the oil or fat and it reacts with the iodine monochloride or ethanolic iodine mercury chloride. That is the two different process, and I describe further. And that is the main principle involved in the iodine value. The two process is available. One is the Harvey's method, and second method is the Weiss method. In the Harvey's method, fats and oil is react with the or dissolved in the potash in the carbon tetrachloride and treated with standard solution of the ethanolic iodine solution in the presence of the mercury chloride, and unused iodine then titrated with the sodium thiosulfide by using starch input. And in the case of the Weiss method, the method is same where the difference is there. It is here direct iodine monochloride is used instead of ethanolic iodine solution in presence of mercury chloride. So in the Weiss method, treated with the iodine monochloride ICl and then unused iodine is then treated with the potassium iodide and titration with sodium thiosulfate to obtain the iodine. So that is the reaction of in the Weiss method, that is the C when I react with the iodine monochloride, it gives Cl C iodine and excess iodine monochloride then react with the potassium iodide and form potassium chloride plus iodine. And then it is treated with the titrated with the sodium thiosulfate, standard sodium thiosulfate solution in a starting. So what is the equation of the iodine value? Iodine value, you can say iodine value is equal to, that is the normality of the iodine monochloride, and that is the difference between the volume used, that is the normality is the sodium thiosulfate, which is used as a titrate in the titration. There is the sodium thiosulfate normality, and that is the titration, the value difference between the blend and analyte, and then 12 into 12.69 divided by weight of the fats and oils. I already described the number of gram iodine required to absorbed by the 100 gram of fat and oils, that is known as the iodine. What is significance of iodine value? Iodine value directly in the unsaturation part of the any fats and oils. So that is the degree of unsaturation of fatty acid. So you can say the iodine value is proportional to the degree of unsaturation. I mean, higher the iodine value, higher the unsaturated fats and oils, lower the iodine value, lower the unsaturated, lower molecular weight of unsaturated fats and oils. And you can give an idea of the iodine value regarding the drying characteristics of oils. You know very well, drying characteristics is based on the unsaturation of the fats and oils. So the higher the drying molecule, so drying oils or drying fats and oils always give the higher value of the iodine. You can see the example like for the saturated non-drying oils, that is the more than 120 iodine value, whereas the non-drying oils is the between the 85 to 105. Or I already gave you example regarding linseed oil, which is the type of the drying oils. It's having the iodine value 175 to 200. Or always you remember that always the iodine value is for the saturated fats and oils it is 0, because it's not having any unsaturated form. Now going to the acetyl value, it is described as a milligram of potassium hydroxide required to neutralize acetic acid, which is obtained from the saponification of completely acetylated fat. But first it is going to the acetylated, then fat will go into the acetylation reaction, then potassium hydroxide neutralize the saponification, complete saponification of the acetylated fat. The procedure, the principle behind this process, that is the taking the sample or fats and oil and acetic anhydride and pyridine solution in 1:7 ratio and 5 ml of water, and heated in water bath for 30 minutes, then cooled, and then titrated with the 0.5 normal pH solution using phenylephrine as an indicator. And significance of that acetyl value is the degree of alcohol. It gives about determining the number of alcohol present in the fats and oils. Now going to the Richard-Meisel or RM value. Now going to the last part of the analytical question, that is the RM value. In the RM value, that is known as the Richard-Meisel value, and you can say it describes the number of milliliter of 0.1 normal NaOH required to neutralize the soluble volatile fatty acid, which is obtained from the 5 gram of fat. If you going to the direct principle of the determination, so easily understand that first going to the complete saponification of fats and oils with alkali, then added H2SO4, then subjected for the distillation, so that the fascia film obtained in the distillation process is titrated with the point normal QH, and that is the whole process of the RM value determination. What is the main significance of the RM value? It is the neutralize the soluble volatile fatty acid obtained from the fat. So normally by butter normally volatile fatty acid present থাকে, বা যে সমস্ত fats and oil volatile fatty acid present থাকে, যেমন butyric acid example, capronic acid, এগুলো volatile fatty acid এর example, এগুলো present থাকলে তারা RM ভ্যালুতে একটা স্পেসিফিক নাম্বার প্রডিউস করে। যেমন এই ক্ষেত্রে RM ভ্যালু অফ দা বাটার ইজ 25 to 30 ডিগ্রি সেলসিয়াস। So you can say that the purity of the butter can be determined by the RM value, or if butter is other grade, it is also identified or determined by the RM value, because other grade butter are in the lower RM value. So main significance of the RM value is the fatty acid residue present in the given fat and oil, and that is the all about analytical constants of fats and oil. And today I will describe the following 6 constants of fats and oil will mention in your syllabus, that the acid value, saponification value, ester value, iodine value, azathioprine value, and RM value. And also your unit 3 of your syllabus is completed, fats and oil. If you any query questions regarding the unit 3, we will discuss or clarify in the next discussion classes. Thank you all of you. Please study carefully, and thank you.